Welcome back. It is coming up on 6:44 now on Daybreak. And this morning we're celebrating Western New York and the local music scene.
Yeah, in particular, a place that just celebrated 40 years of hard work in establishing itself as one of the premier live music venues in Western New York. We're going to the Sportsman's Tavern. At 326 Amherst Street, the music starts before you even walk in. It spills out onto the streets, drawing people inside. Step through the door and it feels familiar. Warm lights, friendly faces, and a sound that regulars, like John Lombardo of the 10,000 Maniacs, say is the best in Buffalo.
Good musicians want to play here, and the bar has developed a reputation, both nationally and internationally, as the place to play.
For decades, the Sportsman Tavern has been more than a bar. It's been a gathering place.
It was just a simple neighborhood tavern. I think the seating capacity for the whole place was 54 people.
The tavern has been owned and operated by Dwayne and Denise Hall, along with their three sons, Jason, Jeffrey, and James, since 1985.
I bought it to help me supply money for my music habit that I had playing in my band, which wasn't making any money. So the story is I had two things I couldn't make money at.
Jason pretty much grew up at the Sportsman and had a front row seat for the transformation. They blew out the ceiling to expand the stage and give two-level seating, and in recent years added an outdoor stage and opened the Cove in the recording studio behind the building, establishing a full campus.
You know, it was just what we did. I mean, I was 11 years old, you know, and so growing up in here. And then as things progressed, we just kind of, you know, did I think, you know, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, that it would be where it is today? Not really. We just weren't thinking about it.
Tony Caniglio designed the original sound system in 2011 and then returned 7 years later to take a job as lead sound engineer for the venue.
How gratifying is it when you see the musicians come in, national acts, local acts, whatever it be, and they are incredibly appreciative of what you've created here?
No words to describe. You know, the people on stage, the people in the audience, it's just so gratifying to get the positive feedback. And rarely do I hear a complaint about anything. I think we're really blessed in that regard.
What started as a simple neighborhood bar has evolved into one of Western New York's premier live music venues without losing its family feel.
It's thriving, and the fact that he's got a legacy behind him that will be taking it over someday, it's the best in the business.
And one of the other cool things about it is it's not only a place where the best musicians come to play, it's also a place where the who's who of Buffalo music comes to watch other musicians play. It's a who's who anytime you go in there and you say, wow, I know that guy, I've seen him play. It's
and you'll walk
really
in
cool.
and you'll say, oh, I saw Pete Gallivan there, because you're always there.
Exactly. And in a couple of weeks, we've got our 11-day Power Play fundraiser. Rocking Against Cancer, 4 bands coming together. So that's 2 weeks from Friday, so the 8th of May. So if you want to come check it out, that might be a nice time to go.
Listen to live music for a really great cause.
Absolutely.
All right.